Behold the Terrific Turkey by Denise No. Turkey has become a synonym for a failure or dud. However, since most of us will sit down to a turkey dinner to celebrate the beloved and quintessentially American holiday of Thanksgiving, it would be well to remember the fine attributes of this distinguished fowl. Benjamin Franklin believed the United States would have done better to make the turkey, rather than the bald eagle, our national bird. Congress adopted the bald eagle as the centerpiece of its Great Seal on June 20th, 1782. On January 26, 1784, Franklin wrote to his married daughter, Sally Bache, deriding the congressional choice and suggesting what he thought was a better one. I wish the bald eagle had not been chosen the representative of our country, Franklin penned. He is a bird of bad moral character. He does not get his living honestly. Franklin was offended by the tendency of the bald eagle to scavenge food that other birds had caught. The turkey is in comparison a much more respectable bird, and withal a true native of America, the founding father asserted. He is besides, though a little vain and silly, a bird of courage, and would not hesitate to attack a grenadier of the British Guards who should presume to invade his farmyard with a red coat on. Here Franklin may have indulged in a bit of wishful thinking as he projected his own intense loyalties onto these feathered friends. However, it is true that the turkey is native to the eastern United States as well as northern Mexico. The turkey possesses interesting characteristics. One is that it is capable of asexual reproduction, something rare among the more complex species, although if humans ever develop and incubate clones of our own species, up to infancy and beyond, we may catch up to the turkey in this respect. As is true among many species, the male, called a tom, is both the larger and the more colorful gender. As well as flaunting more colorful plumage, the tom has a long, wrinkled, and brightly hued fold of skin hanging from its neck known as a wattle. There are additional wattles on the neck and a tuft of bristles looking something like a beard hanging from its chest. The less flamboyant appearing female is called a hen. There is no solid evidence that the turkey was the centerpiece at the feast enjoyed by the Pilgrims and their Wampanoag Indian or Native American friends at the initial Thanksgiving. However, a pilgrim named Edward Winslow wrote a letter describing how the colony's governor sent 4 men out fowling who returned with ducks, geese, and turkeys. So it appears that turkey was consumed at the first Thanksgiving. So how did this bird become so inextricably associated with this holiday? According to an online article entitled Turkey History, the tradition may have started with the publication of the History of Plymouth Plantation written by William Bradford over 2 decades after the first Thanksgiving. That book writes of great store of wild turkeys at that event. It is also possible that turkey became the most popular Thanksgiving course because turkeys are especially abundant in the areas that first celebrated it. At any rate, Thanksgiving is a wonderful holiday, and it is well represented by this robust and delicious bird. As we celebrate Thanksgiving, let's all be grateful for this tasty tradition as we behold the terrific turkey.